New recording. Oh, hey. Hey, how's it going, kids? I'm back. All right. I'm back from Japan. And I'm at it again. I'm filming more stuff now. All right. So this is my I'm back from Japan channel update. Of course, since this video, before this video, I think a trailer for Lachlan Reviews has come out, and a video essay I did for uni has come out. So it was a good thing that tied people over in that week that I had come back, that I could actually publish that on Facebook and shit, which is cool. So in this video, I'm just going to briefly talk about what's to come for the rest of the channel for the next few months, and how my trip was, kind of. So pretty much in terms of the rest of this month of June and the first half of July, I have some videos that are about films and stuff that I want to do. I've got my next reviewing actor film thingy, which I'm doing Keanu Reeves. Hoy, it's gonna be cool. So many films of his to choose, so most likely I'll make a multiple part series about his videos, more or less films. I'll get into them every now and again, but I've got a set list that I've got so far, which are probably his most popular ones, I think, but also some mix of stuff. Anyway, that'll come out eventually in June. That'll come out really the end of June, actually. I plan to do these once a month, so that's fun. There's a couple of Lachlan reviews that we filmed. They'll all be coming out in like a 2-week period in the start of July. Just because they might come out at the end of June, but for the most likely, as it looks like it'll be out in all of July. We only did like 3 or 4 videos, and that's just so far. That's just like we'll film a bunch every once in a while, but we're kind of trying to shift up our locations and how we're filming it and stuff like that. So that's a lot more fun. For reference, I'm wearing a Tokyo Disneyland shirt. It's the Minnie Mouse version. That's why it's red, because Mickey was black, and I'm like, I want something that's not black for once. So I got this, which is nice. Yeah. So yeah, I have some extra videos I have recorded. I did a big recording of the first 3 High School Musical films, where I sat down and watched all 3 of them, practically back to back. The first 2 were back to back. The third one was later that next week. I filmed them all in here, so I am going to be releasing them as a multiple part series, probably 2 to 3 parts per film. But they all go for roughly 2 hours, so it's like a cut up of my best reactions to it. I've never seen them before, so I felt like, fuck it, if I'm going to waste my time watching these movies, I might as well make something productive out of it. So you can blame a couple of my friends and my girlfriend for that. So that's great. Thanks guys for making me watch these films. Of course, if you want to see what films I have been watching lately, you can always check out my Letterboxd. I'll link down in the description. I always do, I think. I watch a lot of films, and over this past 2 weeks in Japan, I was able to watch like a couple on each flight. Like the first flight to Japan, I watched 2 movies. Because we had to sleep for the majority of it, so I watched the film, went to sleep, watched another film when I woke up, because the flight was at midnight, and it was a 10-hour flight. And of course I watched Godzilla, King of the Monsters in Japan, at Toho Cinemas in Tokyo, actually, which was fucking cool. Watched the English dub version, which was really nice. Had Japanese subtitles, but that was perfectly right. And then we watched another film the second week, towards the end of it, called The Confidence Man. And that was, of course, all in Japanese, so we didn't know what was going on. Well, we couldn't understand what they were saying, of course, but it's one of those Japanese films that's very obvious as to what's going on, because it has the same video and audio tropes that you're used to, but it's also like a Mission Impossible kind of like film with a lot of twists and end stuff, and it's kind of bonkers. I'll get into that later. And then the plane flight home, I watched 5 consecutive movies because it was 10 hours and it was the middle of the day, so I figured why not. So that was fun. The trip, I filmed pretty much every single day. I've got like 60 gigabytes of footage, and some of them are like short clips, some of them are long clips. I didn't know, like I had 2 SD cards that was 64 gigabytes. I filmed everything in 1080p. Some being in... There's a thing on my camera that's... Go away, Noah. there's a thing on my camera that's got like a 1080 28M and the other one's 50M. Again, still 1080. I don't know what the hell the difference is. I think it's just better. It's like a bitrate thing, I think, so it has more quality to the footage. So the first week was all 28M because there was a lot of filming to do, and I was kind of like, oh shit, I don't want to fill up my SD cards in the first week. Fill up the first SD card in the first week. The second week, I filmed everything 1080 50M, so it's better quality, but at the same time, it's like, there's no real difference when you think about it. It's all still 50 frames. So I plan to edit that as soon as possible, but I don't want to do a generic thing of like, oh, let's just cut together all this footage, cut out all the bad stuff, remove most of the audio unless there's a funny gag or something, or the audio sounds interesting or isn't copyrighted, because Disneyland and fucking Universal Studios put so much goddamn copyrighted music in their parks. Oh, it's gonna be fun videos to edit. And I didn't just want to, chuck in music like my Sydney video, Melbourne, let's go to Sydney. It's just one song, and cut between some of it is audio of us talking or whatever, that was good, alright, because it was a 2-day filming thing. This was 2 weeks, so I have a lot of hours of footage, about between 4 and 6 hours of footage, that I have to cut together. Pretty much I've planned out how I'm going to do it. I've got at least 13 parts, maybe 15 videos altogether, in which I will actually film myself in here, with a better microphone than this, probably. And I will actually read out my diary, because Dad and I had a travel diary. We have done it every trip. And given that the first trip overseas I had, most of it was drawings. Yeah, I might go over that at one stage. Look at my old trips, if you're interested in that. I don't know what the hell I wrote, because most of it's, 6-year-old me, 7-year-old me writing, then there's like a few years later, and a few years later, and it just gets worse and worse and worse, because my handwriting is just despicable. But in this case, I wrote quite a bit for each day. I didn't want to write too much, but I didn't write too little. So I wanted to, with these videos, the videos I'm making for it, pretty much I'll sit here, I'll talk about, read whatever's written in the book. If there's anything that comes to mind that I hadn't put in, I will also add. I'm just going to read it day by day, starting from June 1st all the way till June 14th, maybe June 15th, because we got back on June 15th. So that's going to be its own thing. I think almost each day will be a video, but it depends on how much footage I have for each day. Because some days I have a lot more footage, some days I have a lot less, because some days there was a lot of traveling, or some days we were in museums and stuff where you can't take, pictures or videos. I'm also going to cut together a lot of pictures and videos I took on my phone. A lot of it I posted to my on my Facebook or whatever, and it's just my personal Facebook thing, not a Telecreations Facebook thing. But after the first week and getting all the notifications, I just decided, yep, I'm not doing this anymore. I still took a lot of pictures. Don't know if I'll post them to Facebook. I don't care, because I'm going to do these videos instead, which will be like a montage of me obviously narrating, and on top of that you'll have the footage. Sometimes cut between the footage will be the actual audio from the footage itself, if there's something interesting in the audio that I think should stand out above or between my voice. And then I'll add in pictures and stuff just for extra context, and that's really the whole point of it. Like, I want to showcase my trip, but I also want to give you guys context as to what I did that day, how things went. Like, Dad was more in detail as to, like, what the temperature was, what time we left, what time we did this and that. I'm not that kind of person. I like to, sleep on trains and in cars and stuff, so sometimes there were times in transport where I would sleep instead. A lot of the time I was awake. I don't like getting motion sickness, so I usually try to sleep instead. But yeah, so it's going to be a lot of videos. Pretty much I'm thinking of releasing one maybe every second day, starting the second half of July, all the way into sometime into August. It really depends on the length of the video, because my max I want for each video is to be at least at most half an hour per video. I know that my first day in Tokyo is 16 minutes of footage, but I want to combine that day with the second day, which was Fuji and some Godzilla stuff, which would be really cool, first weekend in one whole video, but it might be pretty long. So I don't know yet. So my plan is just to film all the stuff of me reading from my journal, and then I'll edit it accordingly. I'll probably upload while I'm editing some of the videos. I'll have to get to that at some stage. We've got better internet now at home, but I'll probably still go to uni every few weeks just to upload a chunk of it, because it's all 1080p footage. It's really big footage and stuff. Because I want to make the best quality, kind of vlog-like videos that I can. A lot of it isn't vlogging. A lot of it isn't me looking at the camera or having it in front of my face. Sometimes, yes. Most of the time, no. Most of the time, it's all for the visual experience. Like, look, this is what Japan looks like. These are little things we did that I was able to actually film as well, like the food we ate, or this or that. Again, some of it's in picture form, so it's going to be a mix of stuff. So it'll be an experience to edit, and I'm hoping it'll be an experience for you guys to watch as well. Especially for my colleagues or friends or family who weren't able to see the whole picture. Now they will be able to see a lot more of the picture. Of course, that is if they choose to watch these videos. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got planned for the next, at least until August, which is just some video essays, some reviewing film actor thingies, and then Japan, because Japan is so big that, yeah. But after, I might do an update post-Japan, post my Japan videos, where I'm going to explore what I'm going to do next, because I'm trying to simplify my channel, maybe, so algorithms are better for me, where I'm going to focus more on movies. I don't know if I'm going to do individual movie reviews, because again, I'm the kind of person who watches 2 to 3 movies a day, even on days where I go to work, so, and my work is 9 to 5 kind of shit, so, yeah, I've got people that I want to do videos with, so I'm going to have a lot more fun, and I'll have the Lachlan reviews every now and again. I'll have, every single month, I'll have the big actor review video, which is, yeah, getting bigger and bigger, because there are so many different people I could review, and they're popular. People like them. I want to do more video essays like that Marvel one I did. I don't want to specifically talk about Marvel, but I want to talk, I like talking about film. And there's that, which had one reference kind of thing, which I used as my main basis for the video, but then there are stuff that I can do more subjectively. That was a mixture of objective and subjective, so my opinion mixed with kind of no real opinion on this and that, just an objective look at it, an analysis, an objective analysis, whereas I like to sometimes just sit down and talk about something, so yeah, I don't think I'll do movie reviews unless there's something really that I'd like to talk about, but again, it's what's the point if it's not a popular film? So yeah, I will, at the end of my video series for Japan, I'm actually going to do a video where I talk about what I bought. In my journal, I did reference some parts of that, but the main point is to do this final video being this is what I bought, and then I'll be able to be here's a link to the playlist. In this video here, you can see the locations in which I traveled, where I bought this shirt, or this keychain, or this figurine, or toy, or whatever, Yeah, I plan to do a lot more videos, for just, again, 15 total videos maybe for Japan. I want to do a video where I explore the theater room more, and even my own actual bedroom too. I've got a shelf full of stuff that I'd like to kind of talk about, something to make it more personal about me, and that's about it. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching this 14-minute long video, and yeah, stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, I don't know why the hell you'd be watching a channel update first, but at least you can share, and subscribe. Hey. I'm on Twitter. I'm on the Letterboxd. I'm on Facebook. I've got links in the description. God knows to what, but to some stuff. As of next year, I won't be selling merch because I'm not a fucking cheapskate. Because I have a job. And this is my hobby. Yay. And that's why people keep asking me, you should do videos every day or do something like that because you'll get more popular. It's yeah, I could, but it's I don't like to exploit with crappy content, and I don't like to overwork myself on crappy content. And then I don't want to do stuff like talking about Marvel all the time, something that will get easy views because I don't feel like I've earned it. That one video I did, I felt like I earned it because I'm like, hey, here's a great idea, borrowed from 2 different people, but it's a good idea, I can work on it, and I'm going to do it. And I did it, and I liked it, and people liked it, and thank you for watching it. Cool, bye.